welcome to What's in the Pipe. I'm your host, Marissa Davis, and joining me today in the studio, we have Tracy Thorleifson. Tracy is G2's GIS Technical Authority, and he's here to talk to us about software solutions for pipelines. Thanks for coming in today, Tracy. So let's just start off with a basic question. What are the main challenges that operators are trying to address with software solutions and applications?
Well, thanks for having me in, Marissa. So traditionally, pipeline operating companies have used GIS technology and other software applications to manage pipeline integrity. Right? The pipeline integrity rule came out in 2003, 2004, and that's been the primary thrust traditionally for these types of applications. More recently, as our tools have become better and better, operators are concentrating on doing a better job of achieving efficient operations and achieving pipeline safety, and also integrating these systems with other enterprise applications.
So in that context, what are the technology trends you're seeing in software and GIS to better address those needs?
So it's actually a really exciting time in pipeline GIS software. Esri, which has been the dominant force in providing software for the pipeline industry, has recently released two new tools that are really going to change the way that we do our business. The first of these is Advanced Pipeline Referencing, or ArcGIS Pipeline Referencing, which is a tool that is used by transmission operators to manage assets that have stationing. And these tools do a couple of things. Number one, they eliminate some of the limitations of the older generation of tools. But more importantly, they really democratize the maintenance of your pipeline data. Now we have the ability to enable anybody who should have access to maintain the data. We can actually give them that capability through web-based applications. The second big tool that's coming out from Esri is a tool called the Utility Network Management Extension. And this tool set's really aimed more at operators who are working with unstationed pipe, primarily distribution utilities in the gas environment. And what I see, though, is that I think it's going to be extremely useful to transmission operators as well. And so what we're going to see is an environment where we can really, for the first time, manage distribution and gathering and storage assets along with our transmission assets, all in the same environment in a seamless way.
How is G2IS leveraging these technologies?
So we're very much in the business of trying to make sure that all of our tools are actually prepared to operate in these new environments. And so we've already began this process. Our gas high consequence area analysis tools, the gas HCA tools, we've already updated those tools so that they run on both the traditional ArcGIS desktop tools that we've been using for the last 10 years, as well as the new ArcGIS Pro platform, which is the platform that hosts APR and also the Utility Network Management Extension. In addition, we're in the process right now of updating our flagship dynamic segmentation tools to run in the same environment. These dynamic segmentation tools are the tools that support underlying calculations for MAOP, or maximum allowable operating pressure calculations for gas transmission operators, support regulatory reporting for both gas and liquids operators, as well as provide a bunch of other different types of analytical functions, for instance, conditioning data for pipeline risk analysis. And then we're in the process of right now planning the redevelopment of our flagship alignment sheet generation tools to run in this new environment. And in this new generation of tools, we'll see alignment sheets being generated not only on the desktop as they traditionally have, but also making alignment sheet type displays available through web apps or tablet and phone devices as well as on the traditional desktop tools.
And what are the biggest benefits or values that operators will see with the use of these tools?
Well, what we're really focusing on is allowing our clients and the operator community in general to really unleash and unlock the value of the platforms that they've already made major investments in. So all of the operators that we work with have GIS in one form or another. Most of them have also made significant investments in asset management systems and in work management systems, and very seldomly do we see these things properly integrated. So we have multiple versions of truth stored in these different management systems across the enterprise. And what we want to do is we want to pull these things together So we can integrate them through web services in the background, and users can interact with these systems, and they may be interacting with multiple systems, but if we do our job right, they're never even aware of that. They see a single cohesive picture of their asset, which we refer to as the digital twin. And the idea behind the digital twin is that it should allow you to make informed business decisions about your assets and truly understand not only the current condition of those assets, but also the history of everything that's ever been done to them. Today, we can store every single weld in the pipeline system. We can store information about every stick of pipe. And we can store not only those features themselves, but also the history of everything that's ever been done to them, so that we can really enable operators to make much better decisions going forward. And that should have an improvement on operations, on efficiency, on safety, and also on the bottom line.
Great. Well, thank you for coming in today, Tracy. That's all the time we have for today. Remember, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to our YouTube channel or join our LinkedIn group to continue the conversation. Until next time, keep it flowing. It's under control.